This small yet remarkable country, with an unbelievable blend of natural scenic beauty and cultural variety, is one of Southeast Asia's most overlooked travel destinations. After being plagued by war for the majority of the 20th century, the nation of Vietnam has miraculously transformed into a popular destination for thrill-seekers, food connoisseurs, and beachgoers alike. The landscape in Vietnam, which is situated between the South China Sea and the borders with Laos and Cambodia, varies from lush rice terraces and mountainous terrain in the north, to breathtaking valleys in the central highlands, fertile rivers, and pristine beaches in the south. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Vietnam. Number 12. Tam Coc. Literally meaning three caves, Tam Coc is located in the Ninh Bình province, which consists of three natural caves that have been formed by the river over time. This area was once covered in crashing sea waves, but over the course of millions of years, the tides eroded the cliffs and created the breathtaking landscape we see today. Go biking through the stunning scenery of Tam Coc, explore the historic temples of Hoa Lu, take in the panoramic views from the hilltop where Mua Cave is situated, and boat ride through caves and limestone cliffs. Don't forget to explore the quaint villages and get a healthy dose of Vietnamese culture from the friendly locals. Number 11. My Son. This cluster of Hindu temples, thought to be the longest continuously inhabited archaeological site in Indochina, is located in central Vietnam, in a valley that is about 1.2 miles wide and bordered by two mountain ranges. The over 70 original structures at My Son have been dated as far back as the 4th century, built by the kings of the Cham people, with the newest structures dating a millennia later in the 14th century. As a result of the Vietnam War bombings, only 18 structures of the 70 ancient structures remain intact. The temples are dedicated to the worship of the god Shiva, as well as a burial place for Cham royalty and national heroes. Number 10. Mekong Delta. Known as the Rice Bowl of Vietnam, in this water wonderland that pulses to the beat of the Great Mekong River, boats, homes and markets float on the countless rivers, canals and streams that crisscross the terrain like arteries. The frantic activity of its towns stands in stark contrast to the slow-moving way of life in the countryside. Providing around half of Vietnam's rice and fish consumption, you can see how vital the Mekong is to the Vietnamese economy and lifestyle. Buffalo frolic in rice paddies, boats glide lazily along the mud-brown waters, while touring the winding paths is abundantly rewarded with a genuine sense of rural hospitality. Number 9. Nha Trang. Located on the south-central coast of Vietnam, Nha Trang is a city with a rich cultural past surrounded by a spectacular landscape of white sandy beaches, lush mountains, and remote islands. Buddhist temples, French Catholic churches and relics of the Cham Kingdom can all be found in Nha Trang. Widely renowned for its scuba diving, natural hot springs and water sports, drawing a sizable number of travelers and Vietnamese on the Southeast Asia circuit. Nha Trang Bay has been acclaimed as one of the most stunning bays in the world by the thousands of the yearly returning visitors. Tourists are welcome to participate in the Sea Festival, held every 2 years. Number 8. Dalat. Situated 1,500 meters above sea level, on the Lang Biang Plateau, Dalat is one of the most frequently visited tourist destinations in Vietnam, due to its cool weather, beautiful valleys, and picturesque waterfalls. In the past, a lot of Europeans came up to Dalat to escape the oppressive heat of the lower coastal regions. The French bestowed the city with villas and promenades, and its Swiss charms are still present to this day. Whether it's the Eiffel Tower-shaped radio tower, the horse-drawn carts, or the colorful heart-shaped cutouts at the Valley of Love, it's easy to see why Dalat is nicknamed the Paris of Vietnam. Number 7. Hue. Located in central Vietnam on the shores of the Perfume River, linked to Ho Chi Minh City by road and railway, Hue historically served as the country's imperial capital, with the oldest ruins in Hue belonging to the Kingdom of Lam Ap, dating back to the 4th century, and most recently the Nguyen dynasty, up until the mid-20th century. The still-standing palaces and ancient structures serve as a striking reminder of Vietnam's final kingdom. By far the largest attraction is the Hue Imperial Citadel, a complex of palaces and temples covering a 7-mile walled perimeter that houses precious remnants of past Vietnamese civilizations. Number 6. Ho Chi Minh City. Formerly known as Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City is the largest metropolis in Vietnam, with a population of over 21 million people. Beginning in the 1990s, the city underwent rapid modernization and expansion, contributing to Vietnam's post-war economic resurgence. Although still young in relation to cities like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City is far from trailing behind Vietnam's more ancient neighbors in terms of tourism, thanks to its rich and colorful history, towering skyscrapers, historical monuments, thriving nightlife, as well as its affordable, yet delightful cuisine. With the additional development of numerous mega malls and entertainment centers, Ho Chi Minh City is quickly becoming a must-visit when traveling to Vietnam. Number 5. Sapa. The isolated town of Sapa in northwest Vietnam is well known for its exquisite rice terraces, refreshing mountain air, stunning waterfalls, and diverse ethnic population. Numerous trekking options are available, taking you through the area's scenic mountains and local settlements. Don't forget to ride the cable car to Vietnam's highest peak, the Phan Xipang Mountain, which provides breathtaking views of the valleys below. Whether you are a traveling veteran or a beginner in need of assistance, there are plenty of tour guides available at Sapa, so regardless of your experience level, all of your needs will be met in this stunning mountain range. Number 4. Hoi An-Ancient Town. Hoi An-Ancient Town, which is located on the banks of the Thu Bon River, is a remarkably well-preserved representation of a Southeast Asian trading port. Dating back from the 15th to the 19th century, occupied by early Western traders, Hoi An was one of the great commerce hubs of Southeast Asia. The architecture and the street plan exhibits the blend of local and international influences of this unique heritage complex. Hoi An has a distinctly Chinese feel, due to its low tile-roofed buildings and its narrow streets that are adorned with a multitude of brightly lit lanterns. Strolling through the lantern-lit streets feels like walking into a fantasy tale. The walk is all the more relaxing, since motor vehicles are prohibited in Hoi An's Old Quarter. Number 3. Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park. a national park situated around 300 miles south of Hanoi in the north-central coast of Vietnam. The 300 caves and grottos that make up this UNESCO World Heritage Site is its main attraction. According to a study conducted in 2009, Phong Nha-Ke Bang boasts the world's largest cave system that extend for an astonishing 78 miles, with many areas yet to be explored. Many of the rivers and channels that flow through the caves and grottos are navigable, and there are also numerous interlinked passages. This national park is an ideal spot for adventurous explorers. Number 2. Hanoi. Located on the banks of the Red River, tracing its history as far back as the 3rd century, Hanoi is one of the oldest capital cities in the world. The moment you arrive in the Vietnamese capital, you'll see streets within the city center where well-preserved colonial structures, historic pagodas and distinctive museums stand tall. A terrific destination to explore and go sightseeing on foot, this French colonial city is also famed for its scrumptious cuisine and manufacturing of unique silks and handmade ornaments. Hanoi is a diverse city with traces of influence from the Chinese, French, and Russian communities. Number 1. Ha Long Bay. The most frequently visited and popular destination in Vietnam, there's no wonder why tourists flock to Ha Long Bay year after year. Located on the northeast coast of Vietnam, Ha Long Bay is comprised of around 2,000 limestone islands. Many of the islands are uninhabited and covered in dense foliage, making them ideal for hiking, while others offer secret caves to explore on foot, or while kayaking with friends and family. Day cruises offer an amazing opportunity to take in the splendor of this magical landscape, interact with the locals at the traditional floating village, and view as many of the beautiful islands in a short time frame. Taking a peek out of your cabin window will give you the surreal, yet wonderful sensation of being on a foreign planet.